Did you know that 1 in 5 candidates gets rejected just because of bad body language? Or that 75% of hiring managers can tell within the first 90 seconds of an interview if you're a good fit? Crazy, right? What's even more shocking is that many candidates don't even realize they're sending out these red flags. In this video, we're going to uncover the hidden behaviors and mistakes that might be hurting your chances of landing your dream job. From sounding too arrogant to jumping from job to job, these little things could be stopping you from advancing in your career. Stick around as we dive into 6 major red flags every job candidate should avoid. If you're ready to fix those habits and become a stronger candidate, keep watching. Your next opportunity could be just around the corner. Chapter 1: The Know-It-All Mentality. When confidence turns into arrogance, you've probably met someone who always seems to have the answer to everything, even when they shouldn't. While confidence is important, it's easy to cross the line into arrogance without even realizing it. In fact, 70% of hiring managers say that candidates who come off as overly confident or arrogant are major turnoffs. The key to overcoming this red flag is humility. When you speak with confidence, make sure it's backed by evidence and a willingness to listen. Employers don't just want a yes person, they want someone who can contribute, but also grow and learn. One trick is to focus on your learning moments during interviews. Instead of saying, "I already know how to do that," try, "I've worked on similar projects, but I'm excited to learn your approach." This shows that you have experience, but you're also open to collaboration. An easy strategy is to acknowledge what you don't know while showing enthusiasm for learning new skills. As author and leadership expert John C. Maxwell says, "A great leader is not one who knows everything, but one who knows how to grow." When you talk about your achievements, remember to give credit to your team or previous mentors. This shows that you're collaborative and don't take all the credit for yourself. You might know your stuff, but nobody likes working with someone who takes all the glory. Keep your confidence grounded, and you'll be seen as a much more attractive candidate. Chapter 2: The Ghost of Past Employers. When you can't stop bad-mouthing your bosses. We all know that bad bosses exist, but what you say about them can make or break your future opportunities. According to a survey by Career Builder, 50% of employers report that negative comments about past employers are an immediate red flag. Hiring managers don't want to hear about the drama you left behind. Instead, they want to know how you've learned from your past experiences, no matter how tough they were. One effective strategy is to focus on lessons learned. If your last job didn't work out because of a toxic environment or bad management, say something like, "That was a challenging situation, but it taught me how important communication and team dynamics are. Now, I focus on fostering open discussions with colleagues." This frames your negative experience as a positive learning moment. The key is to stay neutral. Don't dive into personal criticisms. It's easy to slip into vent mode, especially when discussing frustrating experiences. But resist the urge. The person interviewing you is looking for someone who can handle adversity and move forward, not someone who will bring past conflicts into a new workplace. When you talk about a bad situation, always bring it back to what you can offer now, in the present. Finally, keep your tone professional. Acknowledge that you left for valid reasons, but keep it simple and avoid dramatizing the situation. Employers want someone who will fit into their team, not someone with unresolved baggage. A positive outlook will always work in your favor. Chapter 3: Resume Fabrications. The truth always comes out. It's tempting to stretch the truth on your resume to get your foot in the door. But did you know that 85% of employers say they've caught a candidate lying on their resume? That's right. Fabricating experience or qualifications might help you get an interview, but it almost always backfires. Once the employer checks your references or digs a little deeper, the truth is revealed. Instead of lying, focus on highlighting transferable skills. If you don't have direct experience in a particular area, show how your past jobs have prepared you for the role. For example, if you're applying for a project management job but don't have formal experience, talk about how you led a team project in your last position. Break down the steps you took, from planning to execution. Employers value practical examples over titles and certifications. Another strategy is to emphasize your willingness to learn. If you lack specific skills, say something like, "I don't have direct experience with that software, but I've already enrolled in an online course to learn it." Showing that you're proactive in your personal development goes a long way. In fact, 94% of employees say they would stay longer at a company if it invested in their career growth. And don't forget to tailor your resume to the job you're applying for. Don't just throw in every skill you have. Instead, focus on the ones most relevant to the position. According to a study by JobVite, 60% of recruiters say they're more likely to hire candidates who've customized their resumes for the job. Lastly, remember that honesty isn't just about avoiding fabrications, it's about being upfront about your achievements. If you've made mistakes or failed in the past, frame it as part of your learning journey. Employers appreciate authenticity and growth. Trying to pretend you're perfect will only hurt your chances in the long run. If you're finding this helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips that will help you land your dream job. Chapter 4, The Job Hopper Syndrome. When loyalty becomes a mystery, frequent job changes might look like you're building an impressive skill set, but to many employers, it signals instability. A report from Gallup found that 51% of employers view frequent job changes as a red flag. They want candidates who are in it for the long haul. If your resume shows that you've changed jobs every year, hiring managers may wonder if you'll stick around or leave as soon as you get bored. If you've moved around a lot, there's a way to reframe it positively. Instead of just listing job titles and dates, focus on the growth you've experienced. Mention how each role helped you develop new skills or expand your expertise. For instance, I moved to a new role to broaden my leadership skills and increase my responsibility in managing cross-functional teams. This shows that your job moves were part of a deliberate career progression, not random jumps. Another tip is to highlight long-term accomplishments in each role. Focus on results like how much you improved sales, streamlined processes, or enhanced team performance. This shows that even if you didn't stay long, you made a meaningful impact. You want to show employers that you can bring value quickly, regardless of the duration of your stay. A great strategy is also to address the issue directly during interviews. If asked about your job changes, explain why each decision was a strategic move to build your career. For example, I'm seeking stability now because I've learned that long-term growth with a company is a priority for me, and I'm excited to contribute to your team for the long run. Be honest, but also express your commitment to the role you're applying for. Finally, consider emphasizing what you've learned about staying power. Highlight instances where you've managed to stay in a role longer, even if the situation was tough. This can prove that you're capable of adapting and sticking it out when necessary, which is a quality employers value. Chapter 5, The Chronic Latecomer. How your time management signals unprofessionalism. Punctuality might seem like a small thing, but it's actually one of the most important qualities employers look for. A survey by Career Builder found that 29% of employers said they wouldn't hire someone who was frequently late. It's not just about showing up on time, it's about demonstrating respect for others and their time. In a professional environment, being late reflects poorly on your reliability and work ethic. If you're someone who struggles with punctuality, it's time to change your habits. One simple but effective strategy is to build a buffer into your schedule. Try leaving for appointments or meetings 15 minutes earlier than necessary. This small change can make a big difference in your reputation, as it ensures you're not rushed or running behind. Another approach is to prioritize your time better. Make a daily or weekly plan with clear deadlines and set alarms for reminders. By organizing your time in advance, you can stay on top of your responsibilities and avoid the stress of running late. Time management expert Laura Vanderkam, in her book 168 Hours, says, "The key to effective time management is scheduling your most important tasks first." It also helps to be transparent. If you're running late for an interview or meeting, always let the person know ahead of time and offer a sincere apology. According to a study by Harvard Business Review, communication is key when managing delays. Letting others know shows that you respect their time and are taking responsibility for your actions. Consider also developing a routine that helps you start your day with focus. Being late is often the result of disorganization in the morning. Having a simple, repeatable routine that helps you get out the door on time can set the tone for your entire day. Lastly, remember that punctuality isn't just about physical timing. It's also about responding to emails or messages promptly. Whether it's replying to a job offer or confirming a meeting, fast responses show you're reliable and respectful of others' time. It's a small but powerful habit that helps establish professionalism. Chapter 6, The I Don't Do That Attitude. When flexibility feels like a dirty word, being flexible and adaptable is essential in today's fast-paced job market. A 2023 LinkedIn survey found that 60% of employers highly value adaptability in candidates. Employers want people who can wear many hats, not just one. If you're the type of person who stubbornly says "I don't do that" or resists learning new things, you're sending a red flag to hiring managers. One of the best ways to demonstrate your flexibility is by showing your enthusiasm for learning new skills. For example, if you're applying for a job that requires software you've never used before, Acknowledge the gap but emphasize your willingness to learn. Say something like, "I haven't worked with that software yet, but I've already started taking an online course to get up to speed." This shows initiative and eagerness to grow, which makes you stand out. Another strategy is to discuss times when you've had to adapt quickly in previous roles. Maybe you took on new tasks outside your original job description or worked on projects with different teams. Sharing these examples shows that you're capable of handling change and taking on new challenges. Flexibility isn't just about learning new skills, it's also about working with different types of people and situations. If you're someone who prefers structure and routine, try to frame this in a way that shows you're still open to collaboration and creative problem solving. For example, while I enjoy having clear guidelines, I've found that working with different departments often requires flexibility, and I'm open to adjusting my approach to meet the team's needs. The key here is to highlight that you're adaptable in multiple ways, whether it's learning new technologies, adjusting to different work environments, or embracing diverse viewpoints. Employers want someone who's not just going to stick to their own bubble but someone who can jump in and make an impact anywhere in the organization. Lastly, let your actions speak louder than words. If you're in a current job, take on side projects or help with tasks outside your typical responsibilities. This not only builds your skill set but shows potential employers that you're proactive and versatile. As business expert Adam Grant says, the best way to predict the future is to create it, and being adaptable is key to shaping your future career. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment if these tips helped you. See you in the next video with more career boosting advice.